The team had spent 6 weeks fine tuning their AI model. With each prompt, adjustment, and parameter tweak, results improved slightly. They were convinced perfection was just around the corner. Meanwhile, competitors had launched their good enough AI solutions, quickly capturing market share and valuable user feedback. By the time our perfection focused team finally deployed, the opportunity had closed, all because they couldn't resist the AI perfectionism trap. Traditional software development imposes natural limits to development time and diminishing returns, while AI offers the illusion that perfection might just be one prompt away. The temptation to endlessly refine prompts is nearly irresistible. Each tweak feeds a perfectionist loop that keeps value out of users' hands. Just one more adjustment becomes the mantra that prevents valuable solutions from reaching users. The consequences? Teams become demoralized as their efforts remain perpetually incomplete. Critically, organizations miss learning opportunities that only real usage provides. Consider an enterprise that spent months refining an AI customer service assistant, obsessing over edge cases and elaborate prompt engineering. Meanwhile, a competitor launched a simpler solution that landed the best and the most common customer inquiries, about 80% of the total volume of what they really wanted. This imperfect solution immediately reduced wait times and provided interactive data that guided this solution. By the time the perfectionist company finally deployed, the competitor had released three improved versions based on real feedback. The challenge is that AI genuinely benefits from refinement. Unlike some technologies where good enough is clearly defined, AI solutions continuously improve. So the key isn't avoiding improvement, it's knowing when to deploy versus refine further, and when to take extra time to ensure there are proper risk controls to avoid privacy violations, bias, and other dangers. Avoiding this trap requires clear value thresholds. Teams should explicitly define good enough to deploy upfront. It's strategic, shifting from refinement to real world learning. For customer service AI, it might mean handling the top 20 inquiries with 90% accuracy, redirecting others gracefully. Once met, deploy. Establish clear success criteria at the onset. What problem are we trying to solve? What metrics indicate success? What level of performance deliver real value? Distinguish essential improvements from perfectionist polishing. Implement a balanced approach that distinguishes time for delivery and time for experimentation. So allocate time explicitly for exploring improvements and time to ready the current version for deployment, allowing innovation without delaying value. Stage deployment works effectively too. Instead of waiting for comprehensive perfection, release capabilities incrementally. So when the bot resolves greater than or equal to 70% of top intents with less than 5% escalation errors, ship it and then improve it in future releases. Consider an AI document processing system that first handles common types, adding formats in subsequent releases, creating value early. This approach isn't new. User story map improved this years ago. Then slices beat perfect layers. As always, leadership is critical to ensure teams stay the course. Leadership should model progress over perfection. Their words and actions need to consistently reinforce that an imperfect solution creating value today is better than perfect but delayed releases to customers. Ironically, prioritizing perfection over release often yields less optimal solutions than early release to capture real world feedback. AI learns through usage. Interaction with its data typically leads to more meaningful improvements. So leverage it as quickly as possible. As you implement AI, define explicit release thresholds. Document good enough to deploy clearly. Regular checkpoints ensure thresholds are met. Empower teams to acknowledge this isn't perfect and it meets our criteria and will create value. Maintain value delivery by continuously asking, what would users gain if deployed today? What learning opportunities exist only through real usage? How much additional value will further refinement bring? Recognize when improvement crosses into diminishing returns. That's the key. So, has your organization faced an AI perfectionism trap? Share your strategies in balancing improvement with timely deployment. Your experiences can guide others in avoiding this common pitfall. And if you'd like to learn more about the benefits of user story mapping, click one of these. I'll be happy to tell you all about it.